So guys, we're going for a Power BI competition. The time is 12:43. I will be taking 30 minutes time from now in terms of reading data, transforming data, designing the data model using the DAX queries towards manipulating the data and presenting the dashboard and also publishing dashboard into Power BI service and also exporting this report into a mobile view as well as your desktop view and getting this report in PowerPoint and PDF. Everything end to end in Power BI we will do with the data. What I'm going to do here, I'm opening a Power BI competition folder. I have given a data. I want to create all my Power BI file inside this. In this data, it is a e-commerce sales data which is from USA. I'm opening this Excel file here, which is just going to have multiple tabs. I'll be taking you through each and everything about the tabs, what is given there. There is a sales table where it is given the order ID of the sales table with order date, the shipping date, shipment mode, customer ID, product ID, the quantity, what discount was given, or what was the order priority, whether it's a critical or high or medium or low, and which channel this product was sold out, what is the product sales per selling price, what is the product listing price, and what is the product cost price. Ultimately, we want to transform from this data from order date. I want to get the order month, order year, order quarter, order year month field as well. I want to get shipping date to order date to get the days gap in delivery. I want to calculate after the discount what is the actual selling price. I also want to get as what Ki- actual sales revenue versus how much profit we got and how much discount we have given. These transformation will happen from this particular table. Moving on to the customer table, you have given the customer ID with the customer name, the date of birth of the customer, from where I want to get the age of the customer and age bucket of the customer as well. Wherever it is F written, I want to replace this by female. Wherever it is M written, I want to transform this to male. At the same time, the email ID segment, social security number is given. I don't want to show social security number and the phone number by hyphen. I want to change it to what? Only the numbers as it is. Then there is a marital status is given, the base location ID. How to identify where this customer is coming from. Using this base location ID, we have to go to regional mapping. It can give the base location ID with what? The district of the customer, the area name, the province, the state, the zip code, and which region this customer is belonging from the USA market. Also given the product ID with product category, subcategory, and the product name, we will understand how the sales is happening. Then we are also going for looking at the channel with the channel ID with the country, headquarter, and the founding year, which channel we sold the product, and what is the founding year of this product. Order written, even if we sold out the product did not sell out, some returns happen. For example, you sold out 6 units but the return happened for 4, so ultimately you sold out how many units? Only 2 units. This all information is given in this Excel file. We have to take this to Power BI. We'll do the transformation, designing data model. Ultimately we'll come into the final conclusion looking at the files. Now how would you go for designing this? Now let's close this file since we understand how to read the file from the Excel file. Now, the first thing I want to do, I want to open my Power BI desktop. The moment I open this Power BI desktop, what I see here, yes, my Power BI desktop has been opened. Now it will ask me, this is my Power BI desktop has been opened. Since I have Power BI premium user, so I'm getting my login ID password is already connected. I'm going to get the data to my Power BI. First of all, when I go to Power BI, I have to use the report view here. Where I want to go for using Canvas to create my dashboard here. Data. This is the table view where I can see all my data. And this is the data model where I'll design the data models and DAX where I'll write the DAX queries. But before that, getting into anything, I have to get data. I can get data from my import from Excel file, SQL Server, anywhere, but I can simply go to data. I will say get data to from Excel file. The moment I click on Excel file, I must go to my desktop where I'm saying that I'm going through the Power BI competition. In that, I have given this Excel file, which is called e-commerce sales data. I'll be selecting this Excel file. The moment I select this Excel file, what I see here, I see this Excel file is having multiple sheets inside it. I will be selecting each sheet now to load and transform. I can go for loading, but since I want to use Power Query to transform my data, I will be using transform my data. The moment I click on transforming the data, I can see all my data has been transformed and it has come to what? My Power Query editor window. Why it is being called untitled? Because I have not saved the file with my Power BI extension. First of all, let me go for transforming the data. First, I need to see whether my data readings happen correctly or not. I can see my sales data is coming perfectly. I can see order ID is 123, order date is coming date field, and shipping date, ship mode is coming character. That means my data is coming reading good. Now I'll go to regional mapping. It is also looking good to me. I'll go to product master, but something happened wrong to the product master. The first line is not containing as your header. I'll go to transform where I have something, or I can go to home. I can say use the first row as my header. So now I can see my first row has become header. My data is correct for product master. My data is correct for order returns. I have a data which is called customer is also good, and I can see my channel information is also fine. Very extensive. What I have to do, I can see the order ID, order sales order table, and the order return. I want to combine this to one. I want to get only the quantity. What should I do now? I can go to my sales order. I can go here, merge this table, and I want to merge this which table? I will say order return. By what you want to merge? By order ID. So ultimately, you are going to make this relationship. It is showing the relationship perfect. Now you can see your column is coming. On which column you want to take it here? You want to remove all the column. You want to take only the return quantity. So now your column is coming with the return quantity. So I can always go for here to write return QTY. That means, oh sorry, I will write here return underscore QTY. Now I got only one table that has come here, and I can say load my data. So since I have done this column is ready here, my column is coming. I don't want to take this table anymore to load. I will say untick. So that means this table is coming exclamatory mark means this table will never be loaded to your Power Query or to your Power BI data model. Finally, I will be going for transforming the data from the sales table given order date. I want to get my order month, order year, order day. I will be going for add column where I will say custom column, and I'll give the custom column name as what? Order underscore year. How do I want to create this? If I write year, your Power BI queries are going to be your, this is something is going to be object oriented programming language. Oops. Oops means it will say year related. What are the functions? The function which I want to select, that is called date dot year. I will say bracket start. I will select my order date here. It will automatically give my order year, which is coming in the last column. You can see it is coming last column. What is happening, guys? Whenever you do the transform, it will come as ABC123, which means what? It's alphanumeric, but it's a numeric field for me. I will say right click. I will say change type to a whole number. This is how I got my field, which is order year, has been converted to 123. That means it's a numeric field now. Moving on to the next, I want to go for creating as order month. So how do you go for calculating the order month, guys? Here, you would be using the function name as what? Month function. The moment you write month, what is happening, guys? It is order month with order date. The moment I select this here, right? The moment I select this here as order month, it is reading this order month values also here to us. Order month is coming as what? ABC123. What will you do now in this? You will say change type to a whole number. Is that clear now, guys? Now I want to calculate the order month in words. So what I'll do here, I will say custom column. I will call this column name as order underscore month underscore name. I want to go by what? I want to make it as words. So there is a function called date dot to text. Can you see this, guys? Somewhere is coming? No, right? To text. Does it come? Yes or no? The function name is date to text. What I'll do here, I'll be selecting the column name as order date, and I want to convert this into MMM format. So now if I run this query, it is reading this as what? Jan, Feb, March, something like this coming. Yes or no, guys? Now I want to get my order year month. So how do you calculate your order year month, guys? Any idea? You will say order year month. I will say the year function which has to be applied to my field, which is going to be order date. That has to multiply with what? 100 plus. I will use the function called month function for the field which is called order date. If I do so, I get my quarter, I get my order year month field is coming, and is coming as what? ABC123. What should I do here in this case? I'll just change type to a whole number. Does it make sense to guys? How to go for calculating the quarter here? You will say custom column. I call this column name as order quarter. So there is a function which I will say Q, or you just simply write quarter. The moment you write quarter, there's something called date. Can you see? Date dot quarter of year. The moment you click on this and take this column name, this order date, what you see here, guys, it is bringing you the quarter which is given is what? 1, 2, 3, 4 is the quarter is given. But I want to add a Q as a character before this. I will say now edit my function. I will be using the function name as called Q. I want to add a character Q ampersand. I want to concatenate. What I want to concatenate here is here. There's a function. I'll say control X. Uh, text dot from. Can you see? Text dot from is coming somewhere, guys. Okay. Uh, there's a function called from. So do you see somewhere date from? Are you getting this? Now you have to use this function here. Now let's see if it is working and getting me the right value or not. Let's see what is happening here. Oh, it is throwing error. So why it is throwing error, guys? Because the function is not this. This is something called as text from. I will write text from. Let's see if it is working fine. It is working fine now, right? So that means I have all these fields which has to be kept besides to what my besides to my order date. Is that clear now, guys? How I transform it? I want to get that what days gap. How would you go for creating a days gap? You will write days underscore gap. To calculate the days gap, you will be going for what, guys? You'll be going for your shipping date minus the order date. Perfect. So I got my days gap as well. So since I got my days gap, it is coming in what date and time. What should I change it to here, guys? As a whole number. I got my days gap in numbers, which is coming here. How should I drag it? I should drag it and keep it besides to what, guys? My shipping date. Is that clear now? Right. Now, how to calculate the actual selling price, guys? You have to go for creating a custom column saying that you want to go for creating as what? Actual selling price. Understood? So actual selling price should be what, guys? The selling price should be minus to what? Selling price into discount. Yes or no, guys? Did you got actual selling price now? Everyone? Yes or no? How to get the sales revenue? You will be calculating the sales revenue. But before, okay, now let's go for calculating sales underscore revenue. You know what, guys? Your actual, so you will be getting this by called actual selling price to be multiplied with what? Quantity? Yes or no? Should be minus to what? Actual selling price to be multiplied with what? Return quantity. This is what, guys? This is your actual sales revenue. Yes or no? So when you say okay, you must see the values are coming here. Yes or no? But it's coming as what? ABC 1, 2, 3. What will you change it to here? Whole number. Perfect. This one is also going for what, guys? Whole number. Since you got the actual sales revenue, how to get your profit, guys? What will you do now to get the profit? You will say custom to calculate the field name called profit. So how to go for the profit? I will say my actual sales revenue should be minus with what? The listing price to be multiplied with what? The quantity. Yes or no? Listing price should be multiplied with what? The quantity. The quantity has been returned also. Yes or no? The quantity and return should be coming. So it is going to be bracket start the quantity minus my return quantity. Yes or no, guys? Is that clear to all of you? So now if you run this, you get the actual profit is coming. Got it now? Get it? Now how to get the discounted amount? You will go for creating this column called discounted amount. How do you calculate discounted amount? You will be saying the selling price should be multiplied with what? The discount. This is the discounted amount to you. Everyone, yes or no? Since you got this actual, so you have to change the type to what? A whole number. You want to change the type to what, guys, here? For discount? as a whole number. Now that means my sales order transformation is happened. Now I'll move to my customer table. Is that clear to all of you? In customer table, I want to get the customer first name and last name. How should you go for doing this? You will write customer first underscore name. How to get the customer first underscore name, guys? Here, there is something called text before. Can you see something called? Yes or no? Bracket start. I will say customer name before the delimited space. If I do so, I got my customer first name is coming. Yes or no? I'll go for my customer last name. How should I go for my customer last name? I will be just writing as what? After. So I'll say text after delimiter. What is the delimiter I'll go for here? Customer name with a space. If I do so, I get my customer last name. So I must take these two columns, keep it besides to what? Besides to my customer name, right? I got it here. From customer date of birth, I want to get the age of the customer. What should I do now? I'll right click. I will say duplicate the column. In duplicate this column, I will say transform. What I'll do here, I'll be converting into age. Age by what? Total number of years. And how to present these years as what? Change to a whole number. And I want to call this column name as what? Age. From the age you want to calculate what? Age bucket. So I'll go for add column to create a conditional column. Now in this conditional column I'll say as what? Age underscore bucket. So when I am writing here age underscore bucket, I'll be selecting the column name as what? Age. If the age is greater than equal to 60, I will be saying here it should be as what, guys? Old hyphen age. Got it now? Same way, if I go for adding this age and I'll say greater than equal to 40, I'll call them as what? Mid age customer. Else I will call them as what? Young age customer. If I do so, I got my age and age bucket. I should drag this and keep it besides to what? My date of birth. Right, guys? Is this clear now? What I want to replace? I want to go to home. I want to use this replace wherever it is written capital F. I want to call them as what? Female. Yes or no, guys? Done. Wherever it is written as M, as capital M, I want to call them as what? Male. Done. Yes or no? Same way, moving to the right, I want to replace all these hyphen to what, guys? As a none hyphen. Done. Same way, I'll move to the right side. Wherever the social security number is coming, if it is by hyphen, I want to replace by what? None hyphen. Is that clear? This is how I created my data. And I have made my order return is what? Not enabled. That means it's not going to load now. If I say close and load, it will be loading my data. Can you see this, guys? Now my data is created. My data loading is happened. I have not created the data model yet. Okay. Soon after this data loading is happening, you can see order return is not coming here. Does it come? Because we have say enable not to load it, right? So now, since the data file is coming and the data reading is happening, we must go and save this file. Normally, we should save this file from the beginning itself, but I will do this now. Control S. When I say Control S to this file, it will ask me where do you want to browse, where do you want to save this file? I will say more options. I'll go to my browse device. I'll be going to my desktop. In the desktop, I'll be going for Power BI competitions. In the Power BI file, I will be saving this file. Yes, I am winning. This is what I give the name. Yes, I am winning is going. क्या हो रहा है इसको? Yes, I am winning. Okay. This is how I'm saving this file extension is what? .pbix. We'll talk about different file extensions later. Now I can see my data file is coming here. Yes or no, guys? I can go to my report view where I can see all the tables are coming here. Perfect. Now I can see my data model, but data model is automatically selected. Why? Because automatically I have selected the files. So it's okay, fine. So I'll be going for presenting this way. Because when I showed that I'm untick this, next time when I save, after that the new formation happened. So automatically the relations is built up. I don't have to worry at all. Now let's go for the report view. In this report view, I want to design my dashboard. I'll say insert, create a text box, right? In this text box, I just try to bring it to the right here. And I write here something called Power BI dashboard in 30 minutes. Yes or no? I select this here. I increase the font to 42. I make it middle aligned here. I choose the font color should be yellow color or maybe this color. And I want to make it as a bold. And this is how I created my desktop, right? Now, what I'll do here in this sales, I want to add some measures using DAX. What are the new measures I want to create here? I want to create here total sales, sales revenue, right? How do you get it? Sum of what you will take here, total sales revenue. Will you taking this column? Yes or no? So that means the first measure you created here, which has come as total sales revenue. Can you see this? It is coming now measure. It's coming as a calculator symbol here. It's a measure field. Same way, you will be adding here one more measure that is called total discount. So how do you get this? Sum of, you will be going for customer ID with what is the field name? Discounted amount. Yes or no? Done. Right. Now you will add one more to this, which is going to be total profit. So how would you go for doing this? Sum of total profit, which is coming here. Do you see this, guys? Yes or no? Done. So now I got my profit here. So I got these three measures. I want to get the discount rate, or I want to say total return, right? So how do you go for total return here? You'll create another measure to this, which is called total return. So how would you get this? Sum of, this is something called as a sales with return quantity. Yes or no? Done now, guys. Now, how to get the profit margin? I'll be going for creating another expression that is going to be your profit margin. So we'll say profit underscore margin here. How to get the profit margin? You will have a total profit. See, you have a total profit that should be divided by what? Total sales revenue. And how do you want to choose the format here, guys, for this? The format for this would be percentage with what? Zero decimal values. Yes or no? Are you getting this, guys? Clear now? Same way, I want to calculate one more measure to this. What the measure will go for? Discount rate. Discount rate. So how do you get this discount rate? You will say total discount should be divided by what? Total sales revenue. Yes or no? And how do you want to present the format here? You'll be going for format as percentage. Now you'll be choosing this as what? Are you getting this? Everyone? Did you understand? So this is how the measure I created. Now in this dashboard which I'm preparing now, how will I go for preparing this dashboard now? So I'll be going for adding the KPIs. So first KPIs I'll be adding here by what? I'll be selecting by total sales revenue. Can you see this, guys, now here? What I get it now? I get my total sales revenue here. Right? Then I copy this and I paste it here one more time. This time I'll be taking as what? Total profit to this. I got total profit. I copy and paste it here. This time I'm going to present as what, guys? Total discount. I got my total discount here. I copy and paste it here. And this time I'll be showing as what? Total return. This is the total return is happened, right? I'll say copy and paste it to present it here. This time I'll say what? The profit margin. I can see the profit margin is coming. Everyone? Yes or no? And how to show my discount rate? What should I select here? I'll say discount rate. Does it make sense to all? Now I want to make a filter on my data. So the moment I click on this, I click on the filter, my filter is coming. I want to go by what? The filter should be happening by order year. Can you see my order year filter is coming? Everyone, can you see this? Now I want to go for adding one more filter to this, which is going to by what? I want to go by product field. I want to go by looking at this by category. So I got my categories also coming here. Can you see this now, guys? Now I decided to go for creating a pie or line chart. So in the line chart, what I'm doing here, I want to select it by order month name. So I can see my order month name is coming, and I want to take that total sales which is happened to. So I can see my total sales for order month is coming. Is it coming in proper order? It's not coming in proper order. What should I do here? I'll go to my table. Wherever my order month is given in Word, I should be sorting this by what, which field? Order month only, which is number. Now you can see it is sorted properly. 10 means October, 1 means January. Now if you go back to the chart and you say that you want to sort it by ascending order, it can see the chart will reflect here by ascending order, which is Jan to December. Is it coming now? Now I want to add something as a straight table here. In this straight table, I want to present my report. It is by product category. It is by product subcategory. I want to see the total sales happen, total return happen, total profit coming, and total discount is given. So this is how I created a table which has to present it. Now, when I created this table to be presented, I keep my table aligned to this. Keeping here, I can show all these columns are coming. Maybe I have to remove something called return so that I can see all the columns are coming. So this is how I design my dashboard. Yes or no, guys? I'll say Control S. Now I want to go for publishing this. Since I have access to publish, the moment I click on publish, it will say select which one you want to publish. I want to publish my dashboard name is what? Yes, I am winning. Now I can see it is publishing into my Power BI services. The moment is published, it is saying success. The moment I say click OK, it will open in my Power BI service window. You can see that it is opening here. Can you see this? Is my dashboard is coming? Now the very next thing what I'll do, I'll be sharing with people, right? So to whom I want to share? I want to share to the mail ID called Devendra.das DV Analytics. I call this haha haha haha. Okay. Now this dashboard has published to my email ID now. Again, I want to go for downloading this dashboard. For that, I will be choosing to go for a PPT or I can choose it for PDF file. I do prefer to go for PDF file. No matter it may take little more time, but I want to see my report in what? PDF. I can easily take a printout and give it to my management for decision support. Are you getting this, guys? This whole journey, what we did now is how much time it took, right? So now we have completed this. By this time we have completed. Now let me show you how this PDF is coming. Since your PDF file is created, let me show you guys your PDF report is coming like this. Your PDF report is coming like, can you see this? Report is created, publish is happened. You want to see how the mail has come to my email ID. Now let me show you the email ID which I have it here in Outlook. I have opened my Outlook here. I will be showing my Outlook. How does it look like? It is my mail Outlook where the dashboard has come. I can click on my dashboard report. Since it is being published, I can see the dashboard in Power BI services here. I can try to manipulate. I can change. I can see the report format as well in my mail itself. Okay. This is how, guys, we have completed end to end designing a dashboard and publishing the dashboard. And I have completed. So I'm going to stop the recording here.